Hi everyone, I'm Ade and welcome to Reformate Studio. And welcome to the design review segment. And today I will be reviewing a unique modular furniture from Modulock. Specifically, their closed shelves product, which they call it, I think, a single bottom cabinet shelves. I basically ordered this furniture around a year ago, but I anticipate to create this channel, so I already record some. And talking about the pre-order stuff, actually I pre-ordered around 1 month, since my furniture considered as a custom furniture because I want to have a double tone on the wooden panel. It took me 1 day to assemble this, and trust me, it was a good experience. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. The cabinet arrived in a really nice looking cardboard box with the Modulock graphic printed, plus fragile labels on the side of the box. The box felt sturdy, but honestly, considering how heavy the product is, I think it could have been thicker. Maybe a 3-layer board would be better. Then inside, most parts were protected with bubble wrap, but not everything. Such as like the stainless steel pipes and also like the small things is just with a regular plastic. On what is in the box is like there is a 2 square wood panels for the left and right side of the cabinet, and it came with the 5 rectangle wood panels with 1 extra for the topper part. And then there is a stainless pipes with 4 different size. 75 centimeters for the cabinet length, and then 35 centimeters for the cabinet height and also the deep. 15 centimeter topper support. And lastly is 5 centimeters as the cabinet foot. And also there is a 4T and 3T lock, basically to connect the stainless steel with the other stainless steels. Other thing is the vertical and metal clamp, they call it in their guidance book, to hold like the wood panels. And then there's a 3-inch undrilled 90-degree cabinet hinge. And then other things such as a rubber fit magnet for locking, plastic handle, screws, and also like one add-on stuff was the rubber mallet hammer. Of course, lastly is the 2 guidebooks. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff comes with this single cabinet, which on the product itself is kind of like a simple products. But if you break down everything, right, then you will see like how complex actually these products is. And then moving on to the details hint. Firstly is about the 4T and 3T lock. So the number is actually referring to the how many stainless pipes that can be attached to this 4T lock. So if it's like 4, then means that there will be a 4 stainless steel will be able to be connected with this single 4T lock. And then in terms of the finishing, right, it's not really like that well polished compared to the stainless steel pipes. But I think the purpose of this is just like a connector. Maybe they consider to like not polish it, since like polish maybe comes with another cost. Yeah, I think unpolished also is not that bad. Later you will see after I assembly all these cabinet. Then the connector is in a plus shape. I think this one is to give more solid grip inside the stainless steel. It has like a slightly smaller diameter compared to the stainless steel, of course, but it needs to be really precise. Then the next one is the 3-inch undrilled 90 degrees cabinet hinge. So this hinge actually is the one part that I really like it in terms of the part movements. It has a unique way in collapse and expand. As you can see in the videos, it's really satisfying to see. What a nice engineering. It has a spring inside covered with the stainless steel tube as well, like really small stainless steel tube. Yeah, so it's like giving a weight for you to like expand or collapse the hinge. To connect this, actually you don't need to drill the wooden panels. So that's why like they call it undrilled cabinet hinge. You just need to screw it 4 places in each side of the hinge. And then there is a L-shaped metal plate. This one is used as an encounter of the magnet for the cabinet lock. Yeah, this one quite solid. And then of course the magnet. Then we come to the vertical clamp and metal clamp. So again, like this one is to hold in the wooden panels. It's quite thin, but I think it's enough to hold like a single wooden panel. Since like single wooden panels, it requires like 4 these metal clamp. So I think it's enough, and it's not a really big deal. Comes next is the plastic handle or plastic knob. I'm a bit disappointed on how they choose the material for this knob. So real polished stainless steel will give more expensive feel compared to this plastic. Shape-wise and function-wise, it's really decent. As you can see in the side of the handle and the knob, there is a concave shape which is really nice and comfortable to grip. In a semantic wise, it's also good. It's self-explanatory, so I think everyone know like this cabinet you need to pull it to open. This handle is already explained it only using a form. So nice semantic. Then going to the stainless pipes. This one is quite thick. That's why it's heavy. Although in the inner side cutting edge, it's not that soft compared to the outer side. I think this can help to give more grip when you connect the 3 or 4 T-lock, but it can cause some problem with the lock. Later I will show it to you when I assemble the cabinet. Then lastly is about this hammer. Actually they recommend to use a rubber hammer, which I don't have. So since like they also provide this, so I put this as an add-on. It feels like a solid hammer, quite heavy, and also I like the grip. And then they use a deboss dots to give like more grip as well. So it's really nice. Oh, also the grip ergonomically fits well in my hand, so it's also a nice thing. Okay, to know the size of all these components, you can see it in the screens, which I put it in on my cutting mat. One box equal to 1 centimeter. Now we're talking about the assembly experience. Firstly is, of course, read the instructions. The instruction book was clear enough actually, but yeah, as a regular person, a bit lazy to read, I just skim it and just read that we need to start from the bottom. I kind of like get the idea, so I ignore the rest of the guidance and I try to do it without it. But it's not a good decision. I will show it later. This is how the joint looks like after assembly. Actually, it's a bit difficult to make sure the T-lock is perfectly aligned. Sometimes you need to, sometimes you hammer it, but the T-lock is like tilt right or left, and cause the T-lock and stainless steel, the stainless pipes locked. So yeah, but you can still fix it, like what I did. Although your T-lock and stainless pipe will have a dent, but it's still inside. It's not a big deal. But it's still, but when you rejoin the T-lock and the stainless steel, it's still able to grip well. One other thing is about the rubber hammer actually. Maybe I should cover up the surface that I will hammer on with something. Maybe I can just using a towel or yeah, something soft. So I can prevent the rubber to be shattered. So just realize the rubber of this hammer is not that good. So as I said before about the guidance, yeah, caused me some disaster. Actually, I should read the instruction well. I missed the step where you should assemble horizontally section first. Then you can attach the other parts vertically. So again, like create the horizontal parts, then attach the vertical stainless steel. Then you create another horizontal section parts, then put it together. Yeah, then after this, I read the instruction and do it as what it says. These were another issues that I faced from the assembling this Modulock. Some T-lock seems not sized perfectly, so it left gaps which I already tried to hammer it as hard as I can, but it still show the gaps. Like after seeing the details, this is what had happened. So because the inner stainless steel pipes is still rough and the T-lock size is not perfectly fit, so it's a bit larger than the inner side of the pipes, they cause like the T-lock skins like peel off and prevent the T-lock to like going deeper inside the stainless steel. So Modulock team should increase their quality control, I think. So yeah, these kind of issues wouldn't happen in the future. Yeah, after assembly the foundation structure, I make sure that everything tight by using my body weight. So since like hammer now is useless at this point, then lastly I add the rubber fit. Again, for the wooden panels, I read the instruction carefully. Be more careful. So I tried the clamp first before screw it to the wooden panels. Then I can screw the metal clamp and hear the really satisfying sound. Move on to assembly the hinge. Shout out to the Modulock designers team. They already prepared a pre-drilled hole as a guide to place the hinge and to screw the hinge. But other issue actually appear since the hinge required to be placed at the edge of the wooden panels. So suggestion for the Modulock designer, maybe can increase the pre-drilled hole since like the hole is really tiny, and then provide a tape to intact the HPL sheet and prevent cracking. So basically the one that cracks is the HPL sheet. So tape might be helpful to prevent the cracking. Then comes to the easiest part, to assemble the magnet lock as well as the handle knob. So suggestion for the designer about the vertical clamp, maybe you can give more grips by adding a rubber because it's a bit loose when you touch the vertical clamp to the wooden panel. And then done. So the conclusion is really satisfied with this Modulock products. It has like a Bauhaus product style, so it's really nice, and I really like it in terms of the looks. Compared to the USM product that I believe that Modulock really get the inspired the most. Of course, this Modulock feels, I can say, a bit cheaper. It's hard to beat the USM products. Design-wise and the experience, I really like it. Thumbs up to the Modulock team. Some small stuff can be improved, like the quality of the material, like the finishing, quality control, but the stainless steel surface. Yeah, but the rest is really nice and really fun. Hope this video give you a picture on how hard to develop a product and how much iterations that the company needs to do to make their product perfectly. Sorry if I made some mistakes, words, terms, or analysis. Feel free to give a comment on the comment section. Then yeah, give your thoughts about how I review this product. Like this video if you like it. Like this video if you like it. Dislike if you don't. Then if you like my journey and how I review products, then you can subscribe my channel. Thank you and see you soon on the next design review section from Reformate Studio.